One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win. A hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. And the Broncos will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Great place to start for this offense. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab on the left. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And we are not experts. We know a little bit about football, but one thing we all know, it's hard to win if you're going to continue to turn the football over. A fumble, an INT, a fumble. You're not going to score many points if you keep making donations to the other team.
They're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. From his end, a lot of room to throw downfield. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll go to the toss. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That fumble in Russ territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the foot.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time. out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll try the left side. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He stopped at the 45, picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On the run, fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He wants to change this route. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got it! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And now the ball is knocked free. Scooped up by the kicking team.
I know in punt returns we always want to give the return guy all the credit, but how about the other 10 players going out and executing their blocks, getting a hat on a hat, and giving this return guy open field to work with? Just a great job.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Well, you just couldn't find a much better way to start the drive. First and goal from the 3. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Bates. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Broncos with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Bates. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zips it out to his man. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum.
29 Philly.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll pull it down. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Hey, we saw this QB in the last drive. He had some success, right? The defense does a much better job getting to him, irritating him, frustrating him, and then most importantly, being able to catch him. And usually that's by committee, right? Not one guy going to get him on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his man. It's Braswell. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Braswell. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And the timing just a hair off.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
Number 99, set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
On the ground, it's Dickey. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The give on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you...
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it from the gun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bates. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Gonna run it. It's Dickey. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit, because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
To the air on 2nd down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll send out the kicker here. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Running through contact. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick release by the QB. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run the option. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up 14 over Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion from the wideout. Off the boot, looking for his man. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here, Ray.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dickey. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up.
There he goes. Powers through. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Oh, they're after him. Got out of trouble and throws. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Can't get him to the ground. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school, and everything was taken away, and he could just pirouette.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Caught in the backfield, it's Paul. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Safe completion on the screen. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. Well, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Red pass, it's complete. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. And the Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sticky. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. To the air, it's St. Clair. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive.
Holds it in on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Paul. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Unloads to the wideout. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously,
Oh, he's not punting. He's going to throw. He was able to come down with the pass, but not in bounds, so it'll be a turnover on downs.
If you're going to try and throw the ball on 4th down, let the quarterback do it. Leave your offense out on the field. Why are you having your up man try to do something that you know he's not going to be very good at doing? It's
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0